Determine whether the following function is a polynomial function. If the function is a polynomial function, state its degree. If it's not, tell why not. Write the polynomial in standard form, then identify the leading term and the constant term. The function that we're working with on this example is f of x equals 4x plus x squared. And we want to know whether this function is a polynomial function. So I've put the definition of a polynomial function down here. A polynomial function is going to be of the form f of x equals a sub n x to the n plus a sub n minus 1 x to the n minus 1 plus, and so on until we get to this end of the pattern, a sub 2x squared plus a sub 1x plus a sub 0 or a naught. When n is a non-negative integer, so remember n is the exponent on here, so n is a non-negative integer such as 0, 1, 2, and so on. So this part of the definition is describing that this exponent has to be from this group of numbers, the non-negative integers. And the rest of these exponents will be as well, because you can see that if n is a non-negative integer, n minus 1 will also be a non-negative integer. And we do have a stopping point for these exponents. We stop at an exponent of 0 here. We also need the coefficients a sub n minus 1, a sub 2, a sub 1, and a naught to be real numbers. So the coefficients are these numbers that are attached to the variable. So looking at our example, we need to focus on those two parts of the definition. We need the exponents to be non-negative integers, and we also need the coefficients to be real numbers. So we have x, this x has an exponent of 1, which is a non-negative integer. Then we have x squared, that's also a non-negative integer, so it fits the first part of the definition. The coefficient here is a 4, that's a real number, and the coefficient here is a 1, and that's a real number. So f of x is a polynomial function. Now we want to state the degree. The degree of that polynomial function is this highest power on the variable. So for our example, n will be 2 because that is that highest power on x. So n is 2, the degree is 2. And for us to write this polynomial in standard form, the adjustment that we're going to make is to write it in descending order so that the highest power is first. So that would be f of x equals x squared plus 4x. The leading term is x squared. And the constant term would be the last term, and that term does not have a variable. And our constant term is going to be 0. We don't have a term listed here without a variable, so we're going to assume that is a 0. Thank you for checking out my videos. Have a great day.